Did you know that the colors in your home could be shaping your destiny? What may seem like a simple design choice could actually be attracting abundance, love, and peace, or blocking them completely. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the hidden power of colors in your home. You'll discover the shades that bring prosperity, passion, and wisdom, and the one color you must avoid at all costs if you want to keep your energy flowing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to transform your space into a magnet for success and joy. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just change your life. How colors shape your emotions and destiny. When you walk into a room, the very first thing your senses capture is not the furniture, the smell, or even the temperature. It is the color. The shade that surrounds you speaks to your subconscious mind long before you notice it consciously. This is why you can step into one space and immediately feel peace, while in another room you might feel restless, drained, or even irritated without knowing why. Colors are not merely decorative choices. They are energetic forces that shape your emotions, influence your thinking, and ultimately direct the path of your destiny. From the moment we are born, colors begin programming our subconscious mind. Think of the blue of the sky that made you feel calm as a child, the fresh green of trees that gave you a sense of safety, or the fiery red of a sunset that filled you with wonder. These impressions stay within us, silently building associations that carry deep emotional and spiritual meaning. It is no coincidence that civilizations throughout history have considered color sacred. Ancient Egyptians used specific colors in temples to call forth the presence of the gods. In Buddhist tradition, colors are used in mandalas to represent states of enlightenment. In modern psychology, we know colors stimulate the brain and affect hormones. When you choose a color for your home, you are not just painting a wall, you are setting the vibration of your life. Imagine your home as a giant magnet. Every color you place on the walls, in the curtains, or in small objects emits energy, either drawing abundance, peace, and passion toward you, or pushing them away. For example, if you surround yourself with calming colors, your mind finds balance and opportunities flow naturally. But if your home is saturated with heavy or draining shades, you unknowingly block the path of prosperity. Many people struggle financially, emotionally, or in relationships without realizing that their environment is silently reinforcing their problems. The truth is, your home reflects your inner world, and the colors inside it influence what you attract in the outer world. The energy of color works in two ways. First, it affects your emotions instantly. A splash of bright red can ignite your energy, while a soft blue can bring you tranquility. Second, it builds long-term vibrations. Living day after day in a home painted with uplifting colors strengthens your sense of possibility, while staying in a space filled with dull, dark hues gradually erodes your motivation and hope. This is why two people may have the same skills, ambitions, and talents, but one moves forward with confidence while the other remains stuck. The difference may not lie in luck or destiny, but in the invisible energy they allow into their home. Think of color as food for your spirit. Just as your body thrives on healthy, nourishing meals, your soul thrives on uplifting colors that give you strength, clarity, and inspiration. If you feed yourself unhealthy food every day, your health suffers. Likewise, if you surround yourself with unhealthy colors, your emotional and spiritual health will weaken. But when you feed your environment with bright, purposeful colors, you nourish your dreams. You feel more inspired to take action, more confident in your decisions, and more open to love, wealth, and joy. You may already have experienced this without realizing it. Perhaps you once repainted a room or added new curtains, and suddenly the space felt fresh and different. Maybe your mood improved, or you felt more motivated to clean, organize, or even invite friends over. That is not a coincidence. That is the energy of color transforming your life. Each time you consciously bring a positive color into your home, you are aligning yourself with universal energy. You are sending a message to the world: I am ready for abundance. I am open to joy. I am welcoming peace. And when that message is clear, the universe responds. Colors also influence your relationships. A home filled with cold, dark tones often creates distance and silence between loved ones. Couples may argue more or feel disconnected without understanding why. Families may feel restless or unhappy but cannot put their finger on the cause. In contrast, a home with warm, vibrant colors fosters connection, laughter, and love. Conversations flow easily, and the space itself seems to encourage harmony. This is why spiritual teachers and feng shui masters emphasize the importance of choosing the right colors, not only for aesthetics, but for the destiny of everyone who lives in the home. You may wonder how something as simple as color can hold so much power. The answer lies in vibration. Every color vibrates at a specific frequency, and your body, mind, and spirit respond to those frequencies, whether you are conscious of it or not. When your environment vibrates with supportive colors, your personal energy aligns with abundance. When your environment vibrates with heavy, draining shades, your personal energy becomes heavy as well. This is why making even small changes, like placing a green plant in your living room or adding a golden decoration in your kitchen, can create noticeable shifts in your life. The truth is, the colors in your home are not random. You chose them for a reason, even if you didn't realize it at the time. They reflect your beliefs, your emotions, and your state of mind when you selected them. But here's the empowering part. You can change them at any moment. You are not stuck with a color that drains your energy. By intentionally choosing colors that align with abundance, passion, and peace, you begin to rewrite your story. You begin to step into a new destiny. So as you look around your home, ask yourself, what are these colors saying about me? Are they telling the story of someone open to wealth, love, and joy? Or are they whispering limitation, sadness, and struggle? Remember, your home is a mirror to your life. When you fill it with colors that inspire, your destiny cannot help but follow. The secret lies in choosing with awareness, because once you master the language of color, you master the energy of your future. The spiritual power of color in feng shui and Buddhist traditions. Across cultures and centuries, color has never been treated as something ordinary. It has always carried a sacred meaning, a bridge between the visible and invisible worlds. In both feng shui and Buddhist traditions, colors are seen not just as decoration, but as living energy. They are tools that can either open doors to abundance or silently close them. To understand how to use color wisely in your home, it is important to look at how these ancient traditions interpret their spiritual power. Feng shui, the ancient Chinese practice of harmonizing spaces, views color as one of the most direct ways to influence qi, or life force energy. Every shade vibrates with a specific frequency, and when placed correctly, it guides qi into a balanced and flowing state. The wrong color, however, can block qi and create conflict, stagnation, or even illness. Feng Shui teaches that your environment is not separate from your inner life. If your surroundings are filled with uplifting colors, your personal energy rises. If your space is covered in heavy, draining shades, your life becomes more difficult. This is why Feng Shui masters place such importance on color. It is like the blood of the home carrying energy into every corner. In Buddhist tradition, colors are equally powerful, but are often associated with states of consciousness and spiritual growth. For example, green symbolizes balance and harmony, not just in nature, but also in the human heart. Gold represents wisdom and enlightenment, reflecting the light of understanding that leads to inner peace. Red symbolizes life force, passion, and strength, while blue embodies clarity and calmness. White is the color of purity and spiritual awakening, representing the freedom that comes from letting go of attachment. Each color, therefore, is not just a visual presence, but a spiritual lesson. When you bring these colors into your home with intention, you are essentially inviting their spiritual qualities into your daily life. A green plant does more than freshen the air. It becomes a reminder of your own growth and resilience. A golden object in your kitchen is not just decoration. It serves as a spiritual magnet for prosperity and wisdom. A red pillow on your couch is not simply fabric. It is a burst of passion, telling your spirit to live with courage. When you see blue walls or curtains, they remind you to breathe, to stay calm, and to make wise choices. And a white room does more than appear clean. It is a sacred canvas that opens your heart to gratitude and abundance. This is the invisible conversation happening between you and your environment every single day. Both Feng Shui and Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of intention. You cannot simply add a color to your home without awareness and expect miracles. The true power of color is activated when you place it with purpose and affirm your desire. That is why spiritual teachers encourage people to speak affirmations as they decorate. For example, painting a room white while declaring, "Thank you, universe, my home is blessed. I attract abundance," strengthens the energy of that color. Without intention, a color is just paint. With intention, it becomes a prayer etched into your environment, vibrating with your hopes and dreams. This is also why many cultures encourage rituals involving color. In Buddhist monasteries, monks create sand mandalas filled with vibrant colors to represent the universe. Each grain of sand is placed with care, and when the mandala is complete, it radiates profound energy. In feng shui, practitioners carefully analyze which colors belong in each direction of the home, because each area represents a different aspect of life, wealth, relationships, health, and wisdom. The living room may call for one color to encourage harmony, while the bedroom may need another to deepen love and intimacy. These practices remind us that color is not random. It is an intentional tool for shaping energy. Consider how this applies to your own home. If your life feels chaotic, feng shui would encourage you to introduce calming colors like blue to bring order and serenity. If you are struggling financially, gold and green would be recommended to awaken prosperity and growth. If your relationships feel cold or distant, red would be used to rekindle passion. And if your spirit feels heavy, white would be chosen to cleanse your space and invite blessings. The wisdom of these traditions is not superstition. It is a recognition of how profoundly our surroundings influence our inner life. The most important lesson from both traditions is that your environment and your destiny are deeply connected. The colors you see every day are not just decorating your walls. They are programming your subconscious mind. They are shaping how you feel, what you believe is possible, and how confidently you walk through life. If you fill your home with colors of abundance, peace, and passion, you train yourself to live in abundance, peace, and passion. But if you allow dull, draining colors to dominate you, train yourself to accept lack, stress, and struggle. This is why a single change in your environment can sometimes create a sudden shift in your life. It is not magic, but alignment. So the next time you pick a color for your home, think of it as more than a design choice. Ask yourself, what energy do I want to invite? What part of my life do I want to heal, strengthen, or grow? Then choose the shade that aligns with that intention. When you do this, your home stops being just a shelter. It becomes a sacred partner working with you to manifest the life you desire. This is the essence of feng shui and Buddhist wisdom, that your outer world is a mirror of your inner world, and when both are in harmony, abundance flows naturally. Declaring abundance into your space with intention. The colors you choose for your home carry energy, but their true power awakens when you pair them with intention. Without intention, a color is just paint, fabric, or decoration. With intention, it becomes a living force that reshapes your environment and your life. Declaring abundance into your space is not about wishful thinking. It is about aligning your mind, your home, and your spirit into one powerful message to the universe: I am ready to receive. Think about this. Everything in your home is a reflection of you. The colors on the walls, the objects on the shelves, even the smallest details are all extensions of your energy. When your home is filled with forgotten, dull, or lifeless items, your spirit begins to mirror that same stagnation. But when your home is arranged with love, infused with bright, meaningful colors, and paired with conscious declarations, it becomes a sacred altar for abundance. Every wall, every corner, every room becomes a prayer in action. One of the most powerful practices is to speak affirmations as you introduce colors into your space. For example, when you place a green plant in your living room, don't just leave it there. Speak life into it. Say, this plant represents growth and prosperity in my home. I welcome abundance to flourish here. When you hang a golden decoration in your kitchen, declare, this gold object attracts wealth and wisdom. My home is a magnet for prosperity. When you paint a wall, white, affirm, this space is blessed with peace, clarity, and infinite blessings. Words combined with color create vibrations that expand far beyond what the eye can see. The universe responds to vibration, and your declarations amplify the signal you send. It is no accident that spiritual traditions across the world emphasize spoken declarations. In Buddhism, mantras are repeated to align the mind and spirit with divine energy. In Christianity, blessings are spoken aloud to sanctify spaces and people. In feng shui, affirmations are used alongside color placements to direct qi toward prosperity. Speaking words of abundance is not simply ritual. It is a conscious act of programming your reality. Your voice carries energy, and when you declare abundance into your home, you are carving that energy into the very walls around you. You may ask, why is this necessary? Isn't color enough? The answer is simple. Intention is what transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. A golden fork in the kitchen without intention is just metal. A golden fork placed with the declaration, "This is my symbol of wealth flowing into my home," becomes a spiritual key that unlocks new opportunities. A red pillow without intention is just fabric. A red pillow declared as, "This represents passion, love, and energy flowing into my life," becomes a magnet for rekindled relationships and renewed motivation. Intention turns objects into allies and colors into living forces. Another powerful practice is to declare abundance not only when adding something new, but also when cleansing your space. If you are removing dark or heavy colors from your home, affirm as you do so, "I release all energy of lack and struggle. I make space for prosperity and peace." This act of releasing is just as important as inviting. Many people unknowingly hold on to old energy by keeping colors or objects that no longer serve them. Declaring the release creates freedom, and freedom invites blessings. The energy of intention also works through gratitude. When you affirm with gratitude, you are not asking from a place of lack. You are acknowledging abundance as already present. This is why powerful affirmations often begin with, "Thank you." For example, "Thank you, universe. My home is blessed with wealth and love. Thank you, God. My family is surrounded by peace and joy." Gratitude places you in alignment with receiving. It tells the universe, you are not waiting for blessings to appear. You are already living in them, and more will continue to flow. Declaring abundance does not have to be complicated. It can be as simple as a daily ritual. Every morning, as you walk through your home, choose one color that catches your eye and affirm its energy. If you see green, say thank you for growth and balance. If you see gold, say thank you for prosperity. If you see red, say thank you for passion. If you see blue, say thank you for calm wisdom. If you see white, say thank you for peace and blessings. Over time, these small daily declarations build a powerful atmosphere. Your home becomes a living affirmation, a space that constantly reminds you of abundance. It is important to remember that your home listens. Just as you feel the energy of your home feels your energy. When you speak to it with love, gratitude, and intention, it responds. The walls, the colors, the objects, they all begin to vibrate with the frequency of your declarations. This is why people often notice dramatic changes after practicing intentional affirmations in their homes. Opportunities appear, relationships heal, and inner peace blossoms. It is not coincidence. It is the alignment of inner and outer energy. So as you reflect on your own space, ask yourself, what story is my home telling? Are the colors and objects silent, lifeless, and random? Or are they charged with intention, speaking abundance into my life? Remember, you have the power to choose. Every brush of paint, every object you place, and every word you declare shapes the destiny of your environment. Declaring abundance into your space is not just about decorating, it is about aligning your soul with prosperity. When you combine color with intention, you transform your home into a sacred partner, and together, you invite wealth, love, peace, and joy into every corner of your life. Why green represents balance and nature. If there is one color that instantly connects us to the very heartbeat of life, it is green. Wherever you see it, in the soft leaves of a plant, the wide stretch of grass, or the shade of trees, you feel a sense of peace. This is not just coincidence. Green is the color of nature itself, and because we are part of nature, our spirits naturally respond to it with balance, calmness, and renewal. In the home, green does more than add decoration. It carries the energy of growth, stability, and healing, making it one of the most powerful allies for those seeking prosperity and peace. From a spiritual perspective, green is the color of harmony. In many traditions, it is associated with the heart chakra, which governs love, compassion, and emotional balance. When your heart is open, you attract positive energy into every area of your life. Your relationships flourish, your health improves, and even your finances begin to grow. That is why surrounding yourself with green is so powerful. It restores equilibrium when life feels unstable. It nurtures hope when you feel uncertain. It reminds you that no matter how many storms you face, the natural rhythm of growth always returns. In Feng Shui, green symbolizes renewal and vitality. It represents the wood element, which is linked to expansion, creativity, and new beginnings. Just as a tree grows tall and strong, green energy helps you rise beyond limitations and reach your full potential. This is why Feng Shui experts recommend adding green to spaces where you want projects, relationships, or opportunities to grow. For example, placing plants in the living room encourages family harmony, while adding green in a workspace inspires creativity and progress. It is not about overwhelming the room with color, but allowing even small touches like a vase of fresh leaves, a green rug, or a wall in a soft shade to bring in the vibration of growth. Science also confirms what spiritual traditions have long known: green calms the human mind. Studies show that spending time in natural green environments reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and improves mental clarity. Even looking at the color green indoors can relax your nervous system. This is why hospitals often use green tones in recovery rooms, and why people instinctively feel refreshed after a walk in a park. Bringing this effect into your home is simple. A few plants, some artwork with green landscapes, or even green accents in furniture can shift the entire mood of a space. It is a reminder that you are never separate from nature. You are always connected to its healing energy. Green also carries the energy of abundance. Just as forests and gardens overflow with life, green symbolizes prosperity in the spiritual realm. When you invite green into your home, you are inviting the vibration of endless growth. It tells your subconscious mind, there is always more. Life is abundant. My resources are growing. This is particularly powerful if you have been struggling with finances or feeling stuck in your career. A green object placed intentionally in your workspace or near the entrance of your home acts like a magnet for new opportunities. It does not magically create money, but it shifts your mindset into one of openness and expansion, which in turn attracts solutions, partnerships, and success. Another important aspect of green is its grounding quality. Life can often feel chaotic, filled with stress, distractions, and worries. Green brings you back to center. It stabilizes your emotions and helps you reconnect with yourself. Imagine walking into a room painted in a soft green shade after a long, exhausting day. The moment you enter, your body begins to relax, your breath slows, and your thoughts clear. This is not imagination, it is your spirit responding to balance. Unlike sharp, intense colors that spark immediate energy, green provides gentle strength, reminding you that growth does not have to be rushed. Like nature, growth happens steadily, silently, and beautifully. One of the most practical ways to harness green's energy is through plants. A living plant is more than decoration. It is a purifier of energy. It absorbs negativity, cleanses the air, and radiates life force into your home. This is why plants have been considered sacred in so many cultures. In some traditions, placing a plant near the entrance of the home symbolizes welcoming prosperity. In others, caring for a plant is seen as an act of nurturing abundance. Every time you water a plant, you are symbolically watering your own growth. Every time it produces a new leaf, it reminds you that you too are capable of renewal and expansion. Green also encourages patience. In a world that demands instant results, green teaches you that true success is a process. Just as a tree takes years to reach maturity, your dreams also require steady nurturing. Green energy supports this process by giving you the inner strength to continue moving forward even when progress feels slow. It whispers, "Trust the journey. Growth is happening even when you cannot see it." This mindset not only reduces stress, but also helps you maintain faith in your path. Ultimately, green represents balance because it unites two powerful energies: the grounding strength of the earth and the expansive growth of life. It is both stability and renewal. It keeps you centered while encouraging you to expand. When you fill your home with green, you create a sanctuary that restores your energy, opens your heart, and invites prosperity. Whether through a lush plant in the corner of your room, a green accent on your desk, or a wall painted in a gentle shade green, reminds you that you are rooted in abundance and destined to grow. So the next time you look at your home, ask yourself, where can I invite more balance? Where do I need growth? Where does my spirit crave renewal? Then bring in green with intention. Even the smallest touch can shift the energy of your space. And with that shift, your own energy begins to change. Balance returns, hope rises, growth becomes natural. This is the promise of green, the color of harmony, nature, and endless abundance. How green nurtures success, love, and health. When we think of success, love, and health, we often imagine them as separate goals, one linked to career and money, another to relationships, and another to physical well-being. But in truth, all three are deeply connected. If one area suffers, the others soon begin to weaken. What makes the color green so remarkable is that it nurtures all three at once. It is the only color that touches every aspect of life, with its energy of growth, balance, and renewal. In your home, adding green is not just an aesthetic choice. It is a declaration that you are ready to thrive in every part of your life. Let's begin with success. Success is not built only on hard work and determination. It is also the result of energy, mindset, and the environment that surrounds you. Green fosters the qualities that allow success to flourish. It represents expansion, opportunity, and steady progress. Just as a seed grows into a tree, green energy supports long-term achievement. It helps you stay patient, consistent, and creative. If you place green in your office or workspace, you create an atmosphere where ideas can flow freely and projects can grow strong. A plant on your desk, a green crystal like jade, or even a soft green painting can shift your energy from pressure to possibility. Instead of feeling trapped or stagnant, you begin to feel supported, as if the universe itself is encouraging your progress. Green is also strongly associated with prosperity. Across many cultures, green is the color of wealth, symbolizing fertile fields and flourishing crops. When you invite green into your home, you are inviting financial opportunities. This does not mean money will suddenly fall into your lap, but it does mean you will attract situations and people that can lead to abundance. You may find new opportunities appearing, old debts resolving, or fresh ideas coming to you at the right time. Green energy opens the door to success by aligning your environment with growth and prosperity. Now, let's move to love. Relationships are like gardens. They need constant nurturing, patience, and care. Green energy supports this process by bringing balance to the heart. It is the color of compassion, forgiveness, and connection. When your home carries green energy, it creates an atmosphere where love can grow and flourish. Couples who introduce green elements into their bedroom often notice more harmony, fewer arguments, and a deeper sense of connection. Families who place plants in shared living spaces experience more laughter, unity, and warmth. Even individuals who live alone find that green opens their hearts, making them more ready to welcome new relationships or strengthen existing bonds. Love is also about self-love, and here too, green plays a crucial role. Many people struggle in relationships because they have forgotten to love themselves first. Green restores balance by reminding you of your worth. When you sit in a room filled with green, your nervous system relaxes and your heart opens. You begin to treat yourself with more kindness, patience, and care. This inner shift naturally reflects in your outer relationships. When you love yourself, others sense it, and they respond with love as well. Green nurtures not only romantic love, but all forms of connection, friendship, family, and community. Finally, let us look at health. Without health, success and love cannot be fully enjoyed. Green is deeply connected to healing, renewal, and vitality. It is the color of life itself, the fresh leaves of spring, the rich fields of summer, the nourishment of vegetables and herbs. When you surround yourself with green, you invite the energy of renewal into your body and mind. Studies have shown that being in natural green environments lowers stress, reduces anxiety, and improves immune function. Even indoors, green tones can create a healing effect, calming your nerves and supporting recovery. For physical health, green encourages balance. It helps regulate emotions, which is essential because stress is one of the greatest causes of illness. A calm mind leads to a healthier body, and green is one of the best colors for promoting inner calm. For mental health, green provides stability. When you feel overwhelmed or anxious, sitting in a green environment can help you regain perspective. For spiritual health, green restores connection to yourself, to others, and to nature. It reminds you that you are part of something greater, and this awareness brings peace to the soul. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to invite green into your health is through plants. A plant not only cleans the air, but also radiates life force. Each new leaf is a sign of growth and vitality. Caring for a plant is an act of self-care. It teaches you patience, responsibility, and presence. Many people find that tending to plants reduces their stress and even helps with feelings of loneliness or sadness. This is because plants are living companions, silently supporting your well-being. The key to using green for success, love, and health is intention. If you place green in your home without thought, it may look nice, but its full power will remain untapped. If you place it with purpose, however, and declare your intention, its energy multiplies. For example, when adding a green object to your workspace, say, "This green brings success and prosperity to my projects." When placing green in your bedroom, affirm, "This green opens my heart to love and harmony." When introducing green into your kitchen or living space, declare, "This green blesses my health and fills my home with vitality." These spoken intentions activate the energy, turning green from decoration into transformation. In truth, green is more than a color. It is a healer, a teacher, and a guide. It nurtures success by giving you patience and opportunity. It nurtures love by opening your heart and creating harmony. It nurtures health by calming your mind and restoring your body. When you embrace green in your home and life, you are not just choosing a color, you are choosing growth in every dimension. You are aligning with the rhythm of nature, which is constant renewal. And with that alignment, you invite abundance into every area of your life. Practical tips for using green to grow prosperity. It is one thing to understand that green symbolizes growth, balance, and prosperity. It is another to intentionally use it in your daily environment so that its energy actively supports your goals. The good news is that you do not need to repaint your entire house or fill every room with plants to benefit from green. Even small, thoughtful touches combined with clear intention can transform your home into a magnet for abundance. The following practices will help you use green effectively to nurture prosperity in all areas of your life. The first and simplest way is to bring living plants into your home. Plants are the purest form of green energy because they are alive. They do not just represent growth, they embody it. Every new leaf, every upward stretch toward the light carries the vibration of expansion. Placing plants in your living room invites harmony into your relationships. Adding them to your office or workspace inspires creativity and helps ideas flourish. Positioning them near the entrance of your home acts as a spiritual invitation, welcoming abundance to enter. Choose plants that are easy to care for so that they thrive without stress. As you water them, do it with intention. As I water this plant, I water my success. As it grows, my prosperity grows. In this way, the plant becomes more than decoration. It becomes a living partner in your journey. Another powerful practice is to use green accents in the areas of your home associated with prosperity and growth. According to Feng Shui, the southeast corner of your home is linked to wealth, while the east is linked to family and health. Placing green objects in these areas amplifies their energy. A green vase, a painting with natural scenery, or a jade figurine can all serve as prosperity magnets. The key is to choose items you genuinely love. Objects carry the energy of the emotions you attach to them. If you select something that brings you joy, Its energy will uplift your space. For those who prefer subtle touches, incorporating green in fabrics and textures is an easy way to invite prosperity. Think of cushions, rugs, curtains, or even a cozy green throw blanket. These items bring softness and warmth, reminding you of nature's nurturing presence. Every time you sit down, wrap yourself in, or walk across something green, you are connecting with the vibration of abundance. To activate the energy, pair it with a simple affirmation. This green fills my home with balance, wealth, and peace. Over time, the repetition of both color and declaration builds a powerful frequency that attracts prosperity. Green can also be used in your kitchen and dining areas, which are closely tied to health and abundance. The food you prepare and share represents nourishment and prosperity. Adding green in these spaces, whether through plants, herbs on the windowsill, or green tableware, strengthens the energy of growth and vitality. Cooking with intention becomes even more powerful when you incorporate fresh green foods, vegetables, herbs, and fruits into your meals. As you chop parsley, mint, or spinach, affirm, "This green nourishes my body and my abundance." Eating becomes a ritual of prosperity, feeding not only the body but also the spirit. For your workspace or financial area, green is especially useful. Success requires focused creativity and the belief that your efforts will bear fruit. Place a green object on your desk, such as a plant, a crystal like aventurine or jade, or a small decorative item. Each time you look at it, let it remind you of growth. If you are working on a specific goal, write it on a piece of green paper and place it where you can see it daily. Every glance at the green paper becomes a subconscious signal. My success is growing. The consistency of this practice programs your mind to align with abundance. Do not overlook the bedroom, where green can also play a transformative role. While softer colors like white or blue may dominate this space, small touches of green can help maintain balance and harmony in relationships. A plant by the window, a painting of a green landscape, or even green bedding in subtle shades can encourage love to grow steadily and peacefully. In this setting, green energy prevents conflict from escalating and keeps relationships rooted in compassion and renewal. One of the most overlooked yet powerful tips is to combine green with gratitude. Whenever you see a green object in your home, pause and say, "Thank you for the abundance in my life." This practice shifts your focus away from what is missing and toward what is already present. Gratitude amplifies prosperity because it aligns you with receiving more of what you appreciate. Over time, this simple ritual turns every green item in your home into a reminder of blessings. Finally, remember that green is about balance as much as growth. Too much of any color can overwhelm a space. Instead of covering every wall in green, focus on creating harmony. A splash of green here, a plant there, a fabric accent in another room, that is enough to weave its energy throughout your home. Balance keeps the energy flowing smoothly. When combined with clear intention, even the smallest touch of green can shift the atmosphere and open the door to abundance. The beauty of working with green is that it is accessible to everyone. You do not need expensive items or drastic changes. A single plant, a small jade stone, or even a green candle can transform your space when placed with awareness. The key is to use green, consciously pairing it with affirmations and gratitude. In doing so, you create not only a beautiful home, but also a powerful environment that nurtures your prosperity. So as you look around your home, ask yourself, where does my life need more growth? Where do I want prosperity to flourish? Then add green with intention. Let each plant, each object, each accent be a declaration of your abundance. As green fills your space, it will also fill your life with success that grows steadily, with love that deepens, and with health that renews day by day. Gold beyond material wealth, mental and spiritual abundance. When most people think of gold, they immediately think of riches, shiny coins, jewelry, or treasures stored away in vaults. Gold has long been the symbol of wealth and luxury, admired for its rarity and beauty. But the power of gold goes far deeper than material possessions. Spiritually, gold is a bridge between the physical and the divine. It represents enlightenment, wisdom, and inner wealth, reminding us that true prosperity begins in the mind and heart before it ever appears in the bank account. Gold is one of the few colors that has been honored by nearly every civilization throughout history. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs were buried with golden treasures, not only as a symbol of power, but as a way to guide their spirit toward eternal life. In Buddhist tradition, golden statues represent enlightenment and purity of mind and spiritual awakening. In Christianity, gold is often associated with divinity, used to decorate sacred spaces and symbolize the light of heaven. Across cultures, gold has always been more than metal. It has been seen as the color of divine wisdom, sacred energy, and higher consciousness. In feng shui, gold is associated with the energy of wealth, but it is not limited to financial prosperity. Gold represents abundance in all its forms: mental clarity, spiritual growth, emotional stability, and physical comfort. This is why introducing even a small touch of gold into your home can shift the energy dramatically. It awakens not only the flow of money, but also the flow of wisdom. A golden accent reminds your subconscious mind that you are not only capable of earning wealth, but also of managing it wisely, of learning from your journey, and of recognizing opportunities when they appear. True prosperity is not simply about money. It is about the ability to live with clarity, balance, and fulfillment. Many people chase financial wealth without realizing that without wisdom, it slips through their fingers. Gold energy nurtures the kind of mental and spiritual abundance that ensures your wealth lasts and serves a greater purpose. It strengthens discernment, helping you recognize the difference between temporary distractions and true opportunities. It calms the restless mind, so decisions come from clarity rather than fear. It encourages generosity, reminding you that prosperity multiplies when it is shared. Gold also carries the vibration of confidence and self-worth. When you bring golden tones into your environment, you are telling yourself that you are worthy of abundance. Many people struggle not because they lack opportunity, but because deep down they do not believe they deserve success. They self-sabotage, turn away from possibilities, or undervalue themselves. Gold shifts this mindset by radiating the energy of value. It whispers to your subconscious, you are worthy, you are valuable, you are capable of great abundance. With this energy, you naturally begin to carry yourself differently, speak with more confidence, and attract situations that align with your worth. Spiritually, gold is connected to the sun, the great source of life and light. Just as the sun nourishes the earth, gold nourishes your spirit. Its radiant energy uplifts and strengthens, helping you overcome feelings of doubt or stagnation. When you surround yourself with gold, you are surrounding yourself with the reminder that light always returns, no matter how dark the night may seem. This is why golden accents in the home are so powerful. They bring light, hope, and a sense of sacredness into ordinary spaces. You do not need a house filled with golden walls or furniture to experience this effect. Even a single golden object placed with intention can radiate abundance throughout your home. A golden frame holding a photo of loved ones can remind you of the wealth of family. A golden bowl on your desk can symbolize opportunities flowing into your career. A small golden decoration in your kitchen can represent prosperity feeding every part of your life. The secret lies not in the amount of gold, but in the intention behind it. Mental abundance is just as important as material wealth, and gold is the color that strengthens it. When you add golden tones to your study, workspace, or meditation area, you are activating clarity and wisdom. This can help you learn more effectively, process information with ease, and trust your intuition. People often describe feeling more focused and inspired when they work in an environment that carries golden energy. Spiritually, this is because gold clears away confusion, much like sunlight breaking through clouds. It reveals truth, guides decisions, and strengthens your inner vision. Another profound aspect of gold is its ability to heal wounds of the past. Many people carry subconscious blocks around money, love, or success, memories of failure, rejection, or loss. Gold energy helps dissolve these blocks by infusing the spirit with strength and resilience. It tells you that you are not defined by your past, but by the wisdom you gained from it. In this way, gold does more than attract wealth. It helps you keep it by ensuring that your heart and mind are ready to receive without fear. Gold also symbolizes spiritual abundance. the wealth of peace, love, and joy that cannot be measured in numbers. This is the ultimate prosperity. A person who is rich in spirit can find joy in the simplest of moments, love in every connection, and peace in every challenge. When you bring gold into your home, you are declaring that your life is abundant in every way, not only financially, but emotionally and spiritually. This kind of abundance lasts far longer than material wealth, for it grows from within and radiates outward. In the end, gold teaches us that prosperity is a state of being, not just a number in a bank account. It is the glow of confidence, the clarity of wisdom, and the richness of gratitude. It is the awareness that life is already filled with treasures, love, health opportunities, and joy, and that more is always on the way. When you invite gold into your home with intention, you are not only attracting wealth, but also aligning yourself with the wisdom to use it well. You are stepping into a higher vibration of abundance that includes every part of your life. So as you look around your home, consider where you can add touches of gold. Let each one be a reminder that you are both materially and spiritually rich. With every golden accent, affirm your worth, strengthen your wisdom, and open your heart to the endless prosperity that life has to offer. While your kitchen holds the secret to financial flow, every home has a heart. And in spiritual traditions across the world, that heart is the kitchen. It is the place where nourishment begins, where families gather, and where energy flows into every other room. What many people do not realize is that the kitchen also represents prosperity. The way you treat your kitchen, the colors you use there, and the energy you allow into that space directly influence your financial flow. This is why gold, the color of wealth and wisdom, is especially powerful in the kitchen. A single golden object placed with intention can open the door to abundance and bless the entire household. The kitchen symbolizes prosperity because it is where food is prepared and shared. Food is not only physical nourishment, but also spiritual energy. In ancient times, the abundance of food meant the difference between wealth and poverty, survival and struggle. Even today, when we see a full pantry or a table filled with fresh meals, we associate it with abundance. When your kitchen is filled with life warmth and positive energy, it radiates prosperity throughout your home. On the other hand, a neglected or stagnant kitchen can silently block financial flow no matter how hard you work outside of it. In feng shui, the kitchen is considered the most important space for wealth. The stove in particular symbolizes financial energy. Each burner represents an opportunity, and keeping them clean, functional, and used often is believed to multiply your chances for prosperity. This is why gold in the kitchen carries such power. It activates and strengthens the energy of wealth already present in that space. Even something as small as a golden spoon, a decorative bowl, or a golden framed picture can transform the vibration of your kitchen, reminding you daily that prosperity is alive in your home. Gold also enhances the quality of food prepared in the kitchen. While the ingredients themselves nourish the body, the energy of the environment nourishes the spirit. A kitchen filled with dull or heavy colors may unconsciously transfer low energy into the meals. A kitchen blessed with golden accents radiates warmth, gratitude, and abundance into every dish. When you or your loved ones eat that food, you are not only feeding the body, but also absorbing prosperity into your spirit. This is why spiritual teachers encourage people to cook with love, gratitude, and intention. Adding gold amplifies that intention, turning every meal into an act of blessing. Another reason the kitchen is tied to financial flow is its role as a gathering place. In many homes, the kitchen is where families talk, laugh, and connect. Conversations about the daydreams or even worries often happen here. The energy of these conversations can linger in the space, either uplifting it or weighing it down. Gold helps balance this energy by creating an atmosphere of optimism and confidence. A golden decoration in the kitchen subtly reminds everyone present that prosperity is always within reach. It shifts the tone of discussions from lack and limitation to hope and opportunity. Practical placement is key. You do not need to overwhelm your kitchen with gold. In fact, subtlety often works best. A single golden object chosen with love and intention can be more powerful than a room filled with excessive decoration. Consider placing a golden plate on the counter, a gold-framed picture near the dining area, or even a small golden utensil you use regularly. Each time you see or touch it, pause and affirm, "This gold multiplies prosperity in my home. My kitchen is blessed with abundance." The more consistently you pair gold with this affirmation, the stronger the energy becomes. Cleansing your kitchen is also essential. Gold cannot work in a space filled with clutter or stagnant energy. Begin by keeping your kitchen clean and organized. Wipe down surfaces with care, clear expired items from the pantry, and arrange utensils with love. As you do this, imagine yourself clearing blockages from your financial path. Once the space feels fresh, introduce your golden accent with intention. This process is symbolic. Just as you clear physical clutter, you are also clearing energetic clutter, making way for wealth to flow freely into your life. Cooking itself can become a ritual of prosperity. Each time you prepare a meal, treat it as a sacred act. Stir with gratitude, chop with awareness, and imagine golden energy infusing the food. Speak affirmations as you cook, such as, "This meal blesses my family with health and wealth. Every bite is filled with prosperity." When you serve the meal, place your golden object nearby to amplify the energy. In this way, the kitchen becomes more than a place for preparing food. It becomes a temple of abundance, feeding both body and spirit. The placement of gold in the kitchen also teaches a deeper lesson about prosperity. It is not about how much you have, but how you value what you already possess. A golden fork may seem simple, yet when chosen with intention, it becomes a reminder of gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of financial flow. Without it, even great wealth feels empty. With it, even small blessings multiply. Gold in the kitchen reflects this principle. It says, "I honor the abundance I already have, and I open myself to receive more." Ultimately, the kitchen holds the secret to financial flow because it combines nourishment, family connection, and gratitude into one sacred space. By honoring it, keeping it clean, and blessing it with gold, you align your home with prosperity. Every meal becomes a ritual, every conversation becomes infused with hope, and every corner radiates abundance. The flow of wealth does not start in the workplace or the bank. It starts in the heart of your home, the kitchen. So as you stand in your kitchen, look around and ask yourself, does this space radiate prosperity, or does it feel neglected? What can I add to invite golden energy here? Then choose one golden item, place it with intention, and affirm abundance. With this small act, you will not only transform your kitchen, but also unlock the flow of wealth that blesses your entire life. Removing blocks and opening doors with golden energy. Many people work tirelessly, dream big, and even pray for abundance, yet they feel as though something invisible is holding them back. Opportunities slip away, financial struggles repeat, and progress feels painfully slow. These experiences are not always the result of a lack of effort or ability. More often, they stem from energetic blocks, old patterns, limiting beliefs, or stagnant energy lingering in the environment. The good news is that energy can be shifted. Gold, with its radiant frequency of prosperity and wisdom, is one of the most powerful colors for removing blocks and opening new doors in life. Gold has always been associated with clearing away obstacles. Its brightness is like the sun, which drives away darkness and reveals hidden paths. In spiritual symbolism, gold does not only represent wealth, it represents illumination. When you bring gold into your space, it shines light on what has been hidden. Suddenly, patterns of lack, fear, or self-doubt that were operating quietly in the background come into awareness. And with awareness comes the ability to transform. Gold energy not only attracts opportunities, but also helps you recognize them and take action with clarity. One of the most common blocks people face is the belief that abundance is scarce. They may unconsciously believe that money is hard to earn, love is difficult to keep, or success belongs only to others. These beliefs act like chains around the spirit, keeping prosperity out. Gold works as a reminder of abundance's infinite nature. It radiates fullness, telling your subconscious mind that there is more than enough wealth, love, and opportunity for everyone. Placing gold in your home is like placing a constant affirmation: I live in an abundant universe. I am worthy of receiving. Over time, this energy dissolves the scarcity mindset and replaces it with confidence and trust. Gold also removes the blocks created by fear of failure. Many people hesitate to pursue their goals because they carry memories of past disappointments. They become paralyzed by the thought of making mistakes again. This fear can be so strong that it prevents them from even trying. Gold's energy is deeply healing in this area. It symbolizes resilience and renewal. Just as gold remains untarnished through centuries, your spirit too is capable of shining despite past challenges. A golden object in your workspace, for example, can serve as a daily reminder that every setback is simply a stepping stone toward greater wisdom. With this mindset, fear loosens its grip and new doors open with confidence. In feng shui, gold is often used to activate the wealth corner of a home, but its power goes beyond material prosperity. When placed with intention, gold clears energetic blockages that may be affecting health, relationships, or creativity. For example, if you feel emotionally drained, a golden candle holder or decoration in your living room can uplift the atmosphere, cutting through stagnant energy. If you struggle with lack of clarity, a golden frame or mirror can bring focus to your mind. The golden vibration doesn't just invite wealth, it clears space for all forms of blessings to enter. Gold also opens doors by amplifying gratitude, which is the true magnet for abundance. Many people overlook what they already have, focusing only on what is missing. This lack of gratitude creates an energetic block because it signals dissatisfaction to the universe. Gold reminds you to value what is already present. A golden bowl filled with fruit on your dining table, for instance, is not just decoration, it is a symbol of fullness and blessing. Each time you see it, you are reminded of the prosperity already in your life. And when you appreciate what you have, more flows naturally to you. Gratitude magnified by golden energy becomes the key that unlocks new opportunities. Another way gold removes blocks is by connecting you with divine wisdom. Sometimes the barriers in life are not external, but internal: confusion, indecision, or lack of vision. Gold is associated with clarity and higher consciousness. In meditation, imagining golden light surrounding you can help dissolve doubts and open intuitive guidance. Placing golden objects in your meditation or prayer space strengthens this effect, creating a sacred atmosphere where answers flow more easily. When your mind is clear, you see opportunities that were previously hidden. You recognize solutions where before you saw only problems. It is also important to remember that blocks are often carried in the energy of our homes. Dark or heavy colors, cluttered spaces, and neglected areas can hold on to vibrations of struggle or sadness. Gold counteracts this by infusing light into the environment. Even in a room dominated by darker tones, a single golden accent can shift the entire energy. It acts like a spark, igniting the flow of qi and reminding the space to support you rather than hold you back. This is why many spiritual teachers advise clients to place at least one golden object in the kitchen or living area. It ensures that the home itself is working in harmony with abundance. Gold also teaches the balance between receiving and giving. Some blocks come from holding on too tightly to resources out of fear. When people cling to money, love, or opportunities, they close themselves off from the natural flow of abundance. Gold, with its generous vibration, encourages circulation. It whispers that wealth multiplies when shared, that love grows when given, and that generosity attracts blessings. By embracing this principle, you release the fear of lack and step into the open flow of prosperity. Ultimately, gold is more than a color. It is a healer of energy. It clears the past, removes fear, and illuminates new paths. It does not only attract wealth, but also gives you the wisdom to receive, manage, and enjoy it fully. When you place gold in your home with intention, you are doing more than decorating. You are declaring that you are ready to release all blocks and welcome a new chapter of abundance. So look around your space. Where do you feel stuck? Where does energy seem heavy or blocked? Add a golden touch there. Let it shine light into the shadows, dissolve the obstacles, and open the doors that have been waiting for you all along. With gold as your ally, no block is permanent, and every door to prosperity can open wide. Red reigniting love, passion, and motivation. Among all the colors in the spectrum, few stir the human spirit as deeply as red. It is bold, vibrant, and alive with energy. The moment your eyes rest on it, your heart rate quickens, your focus sharpens, and your emotions awaken. Red is the color of fire, and with fire comes transformation. In your home, red is not just a decorative choice. It is a spark that can reignite love, passion, and motivation, bringing new energy into every corner of your life. Red has been honored as a sacred color in countless traditions. In China, it symbolizes good fortune, joy, and celebration. Brides often wear red on their wedding day to invite happiness and prosperity. In Hinduism, red is the color of Shakti, the divine feminine energy of strength and creation. In Christianity, it represents the fire of the Holy Spirit, a symbol of power and devotion. Across cultures, red has always been linked with life force, vitality, and love. It is the color of blood that flows through our veins and the heartbeat that sustains our existence. When you feel drained, stagnant, or disconnected from your purpose, red is the color that reignites your spirit. Its vibration carries motivation and courage, reminding you that life is meant to be lived with passion. Many people fall into routines that slowly dim their energy. Work becomes repetitive, relationships feel dull, and dreams are set aside. Red disrupts that cycle. It infuses your environment with fire, encouraging action, determination, and confidence. Even a small touch of red in your home, like a pillow, a candle, or a piece of artwork, can deliver a burst of energy that fuels your drive. In relationships, red plays a powerful role in rekindling love and intimacy. Over time, couples may lose the spark that once brought them together. Stress, responsibilities, and daily routines can create distance. Red, with its passionate energy, works as a reminder of desire and connection. Adding red accents to a bedroom, a blanket, a wall decoration, or a vase of red flowers can help reignite feelings of attraction and warmth. It creates an atmosphere where passion naturally flourishes. Spiritual teachers often recommend red for those who feel their relationships have grown cold because it awakens the heart and reminds partners of their bond. Red is also deeply connected to self-love and confidence. Sometimes the passion missing in life is not about romance, but about your relationship with yourself. If you have forgotten your worth, doubted your abilities, or lost motivation to pursue your dreams, red can restore your inner fire. Placing a red object in your workspace, for example, serves as a daily encouragement to push forward with courage. Lighting a red candle during meditation can remind you that strength and determination already exist within you. Red energy whispers, "You are strong, you are capable, you are worthy." With this reminder, hesitation fades and confidence grows. In Feng Shui, red is associated with the fire element, representing fame, recognition, and vitality. The fire element brings visibility. It helps your efforts be noticed and your talents shine. If you feel invisible at work, overlooked in relationships, or stuck in your personal growth, introducing red into your environment can shift that energy. It calls attention to your presence and amplifies your voice. This is why many successful people use red in subtle ways, from clothing to home decor, to boost their visibility and confidence. However, red must be used with care. Too much red can create restlessness, aggression, or overwhelm. Imagine being surrounded by blazing fire. It can feel uncomfortable and consuming. That is why balance is essential. Red works best as an accent, a spark, rather than a flood. A pillow, a rug, a candle, or even a single red wall can be powerful enough to transform the atmosphere without overpowering it. Used wisely, red brings warmth, excitement, and courage. Used excessively, it can disrupt peace. One of the most profound ways to harness red's energy is through intention. For example, when you place a red pillow in your home, speak the affirmation, "This red ignites passion, love, and energy in my life." When you light a red candle, declare, "This flame fuels my motivation and strengthens my courage." These declarations transform red from simple color into spiritual ally. The combination of intention and color creates an energetic charge that radiates throughout your space. Red is also a reminder of the importance of action. Prosperity, love, and success do not come through waiting alone. They require courage and movement. Red energizes you to take that step, make that call, start that project, or speak your truth. If you have been delaying important decisions or procrastinating on your goals, red can be the push that gets you moving. Each time your eyes meet a red object in your home, let it remind you to act. Fire is only useful when it moves, and red's fire encourages you to move boldly toward your dreams. Finally, red teaches us about passion, not just in romance, but in life itself. Passion is the fuel that transforms ordinary living into meaningful existence. Without passion, work feels like a burden, relationships feel empty, and days pass without joy. With passion, everything becomes alive. Red energy restores this passion, reminding you to live fully, love deeply, and act with courage. It is a call to stop merely existing and start embracing life with open arms. So look around your home and ask yourself, where do I need more passion? Where has my energy grown stagnant? Where do I need motivation to move forward? Then add red with intention. A single splash of this fiery color may be all you need to rekindle your spirit, strengthen your relationships, and fuel your dreams. Red is the reminder that life is a fire waiting to be lived, and with its presence in your home, you are ready to burn brightly once more. Blue, finding wisdom, clarity, and inner calm. If red is the fire that fuels passion, then blue is the water that restores peace. Where red excites and awakens, blue soothes and calms. It is the color of open skies and deep oceans, the endless horizons that remind us of stillness and vast possibility. Blue is not just a color, it is a sanctuary. It brings wisdom, clarity, and inner calm qualities that are often missing in our busy, chaotic lives. When you bring blue into your home, you are inviting peace to settle into your environment and wisdom to guide your decisions. Blue has long been associated with truth and knowledge. In many cultures, it is the color of the divine, representing purity of mind and clarity of spirit. In ancient Egypt, blue was linked to the heavens and eternal wisdom. In Christianity, the Virgin Mary is often depicted in blue robes, symbolizing faith, serenity, and divine protection. In Buddhism, blue represents infinite compassion and the clarity of an awakened mind. The thread running through all these traditions is simple. Blue is the color of truth, wisdom, and inner peace. One of blue's greatest gifts is its ability to calm emotions. In moments of stress, anxiety, or uncertainty, blue restores balance. Its vibration slows the racing thoughts of the mind and steadies the heartbeat. Imagine sitting by the sea watching gentle waves or lying under a clear blue sky. Instantly, your spirit feels lighter. This is the effect blue has in your home. A blue wall, a soft blue rug, or even a set of blue curtains can create an atmosphere where calm naturally flows. When your environment is calm, your decisions improve. You stop reacting from emotion and begin responding with wisdom. In feng shui, blue belongs to the water element, which represents depth, flow, and clarity. Water is flexible. It can move around obstacles, take any shape, and yet remain strong. Blue carries this same quality into your life. It teaches you to adapt, to move gracefully through challenges, and to trust in the flow of life. If you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of your next step, adding blue to your environment can help dissolve blockages and restore a sense of direction. It tells your subconscious mind, like water, I can move freely. Like the ocean, I hold infinite possibilities. Blue also strengthens wisdom, which is one of the most essential qualities for success and happiness. Many of life's challenges come not from lack of opportunity, but from poor decisions made in moments of confusion or haste. Blue slows down this process, giving you the space to reflect and choose wisely. When you add blue to your study, office, or meditation space, you are activating clarity of thought. This can help you process information, strengthen intuition, and recognize the truth in situations where emotions might otherwise cloud your judgment. Another powerful quality of blue is its ability to deepen connection with the self. In a world filled with noise and distraction, many people lose touch with their inner voice. They forget to pause, reflect, and listen to what their soul is saying. Blue invites this reconnection. When you sit in a room with blue accents, you naturally feel drawn inward. Your breathing slows, your mind quiets, and your heart opens. This is why blue is often recommended for meditation spaces or bedrooms where inner calm is most needed. It creates an atmosphere where you can hear your own truth again. Blue is also a healing color. Studies have shown that blue light therapy can help reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even improve sleep. While science confirms its calming effect, spiritual traditions remind us that blue also heals the soul. It releases the energy of fear, worry, and restlessness, replacing them with peace and safety. This is particularly powerful in family spaces. A blue object in the living room, for example, can help reduce tension and encourage more harmonious interactions. In bedrooms, soft shades of blue create restful sleep and deeper intimacy. But as with red, balance is important when working with blue. Too much dark blue can feel heavy or isolating, just as endless water can feel overwhelming. The secret is to use it in moderation and with intention. Soft blues bring serenity, while brighter shades inspire clarity and joy. Even a small touch, a blue cushion, a piece of artwork, or a vase of blue flowers can shift the energy of a space. The goal is not to drown your environment in blue, but to weave it gently, creating a flow of peace and wisdom. Intention is the key. When you add blue to your home, pair it with a declaration. For example, as you hang blue curtains, say, "This blue brings peace and wisdom into my life." When placing a blue candle on your desk, affirm, "This blue clears my mind and helps me make wise decisions." Each time you see the color, let it remind you of your intention. Over time, your subconscious mind associates blue with peace, wisdom, and clarity, and you begin to embody these qualities naturally. Blue is especially important in today's world, where stress and distraction dominate so much of daily life. Many people live in a constant state of urgency, rushing from one task to the next, rarely pausing to breathe. Blue interrupts this cycle. It is a gentle invitation to slow down, to reflect, and to reconnect with what truly matters. It reminds you that wisdom is not found in chaos but in stillness, and that clarity comes when the mind is calm. Ultimately, blue is more than a color, it is a state of being. It is the wisdom to know what is right, the clarity to see your path, and the calm to walk it with confidence. When you invite blue into your home, you are not just decorating, you are creating a sanctuary for your soul. You are telling the universe that you value peace, that you seek truth, and that you are ready to live with wisdom. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need more clarity? Where do you need calm? Where do you long to reconnect with yourself? Bring blue into those spaces with intention. Let it soothe your spirit, clear your mind, and guide your heart. With blue as your ally, wisdom flows, clarity shines, and peace becomes the foundation of your life. White, creating space for abundance and spiritual blessings. White is often seen as simple, plain, or neutral. Yet in truth, it is one of the most powerful and sacred colors you can bring into your home. White holds the energy of purity, clarity, and divine light. It is the color of new beginnings, of fresh space, and of openness to possibility. Where other colors carry specific vibrations, red with passion, blue with peace, green with growth, white carries them all. It is the canvas upon which abundance can be painted, the spiritual foundation that clears away negativity and makes room for blessings to flow. Across cultures and traditions, white has always been associated with sacredness and transformation. In many religions, white robes symbolize purity and devotion. In Buddhism, white represents the awakening of wisdom and the liberation of the soul. In Christianity, it is the color of resurrection, holiness, and divine grace. In Hindu tradition, white is worn in times of transition, representing spiritual cleansing and release. The thread is universal. White is the bridge between the physical and the divine, the color of the soul at peace. One of white's greatest powers is its ability to create space. When you enter a white room, it feels instantly larger, brighter, and lighter. This is more than an optical illusion. White opens energetic space. It clears away heaviness, clutter, and stagnation, making room for fresh energy to enter. Just as a blank page invites words or a clean canvas invites art. A white space invites abundance. It tells the universe, I am ready. I am open. Fill my life with blessings. In feng shui, white belongs to the metal element, which represents clarity, focus, and strength. Metal energy is sharp and precise, cutting away what is unnecessary and leaving only what is essential. White carries the same energy into your home. It cleanses confusion and distraction, allowing you to focus on your goals and attract opportunities. A white room supports clarity of thought and intention, making it easier for you to align with abundance. Spiritually, white is also the color of gratitude and blessing. When you paint a wall white or add white objects to your home, you can activate their energy with a declaration. For example, as you place a white candle in your living room, say, "Thank you, universe. My home is blessed with abundance." When you add white bedding to your bedroom, affirm, "This space is filled with peace and love." Intention is what awakens the energy of white. Without intention, it may look plain. With intention, it becomes sacred. White is particularly powerful for creating spiritual connection. When you meditate in a white space, distractions fade and your mind feels lighter. Visualizing yourself surrounded by white light is a common practice in many spiritual traditions, used to cleanse the aura and strengthen protection. Bringing white into your environment extends this effect into daily life. A white object in your meditation space, such as a crystal or candle, can act as a beacon of divine presence, reminding you that you are always supported and guided. White also represents peace, both within the self and within relationships. In spaces where conflict or tension is frequent, introducing white can soften the atmosphere and encourage calmness. It brings neutrality where emotions have been heated, allowing communication to flow more gently. This is why white is often used in places of worship, and healing. It creates an environment where the spirit feels safe and the heart can open. Another beautiful quality of white is its connection to renewal. Life is full of endings and beginnings, and white reminds us that each ending is also an opening for something new. If you have experienced loss, disappointment, or struggle surrounding yourself, with white can help you release the past and prepare for fresh blessings. A white space says, "The old chapter is complete. I welcome the new." This makes it an excellent color for people going through transitions, whether moving homes, starting a new career, or healing after challenges. Yet just like all powerful colors, white must be balanced. Too much stark white without warmth can feel sterile or cold, like an empty hospital room. The key is to blend it with intention, pairing it with natural light, soft textures, and accents of other uplifting colors. This way, white serves as the foundation that allows other energies, green for growth, gold for wealth, blue for calm, red for passion, to shine even brighter. White does not compete, it amplifies. It holds space for every blessing you wish to attract. Practical ways to invite white into your home include painting walls, adding white curtains, placing white candles, or using white linens. Crystals such as clear quartz also carry white energy, amplifying clarity and intention. Even something as simple as a white vase with fresh flowers can transform the energy of a room. What matters most is how you place it. Always add white with gratitude, saying, "Thank you, universe. My home is open to abundance." Each time you see it, let it remind you of purity, peace, and infinite possibility. Ultimately, white is the color of openness. It is the silent invitation to abundance, the space in which miracles take root. It does not shout or demand attention. Instead, it whispers gently, "You are ready. You are blessed. The universe is with you." When you bring white into your home, you are creating a sanctuary where prosperity, love, health, and peace can flourish. So look around your space. Where do you feel heavy, cluttered, or stagnant? Add white there. Let it clear the energy, open the space, and prepare it for blessings. Let it remind you daily that you are surrounded by divine grace and infinite abundance. With white as the foundation of your home, you are not only inviting prosperity, you are welcoming a life filled with peace, clarity, and spiritual blessing. Why dark gray drains your home's energy? At first glance, dark gray appears elegant, modern, and sophisticated. Many designers recommend it because it creates a sleek, minimalist look that seems timeless. In offices, hotels, or commercial spaces, dark gray can convey professionalism and focus. But what looks refined on the surface often carries a hidden cost in the home. Spiritually and energetically, dark gray is one of the most draining colors you can surround yourself with. While green, gold, red, blue, and white invite growth, prosperity, and harmony, dark gray silently robs your environment of vitality, leaving behind stagnation, heaviness, and even misfortune. Why is this so? To understand, we need to look at what gray represents. Unlike vibrant colors that radiate energy, gray is a mixture of black and white. It is a color of neutrality, of in-between. But while light gray can sometimes offer balance and subtle calmness, dark gray tips the scale into lifelessness. It lacks warmth, lacks light, and lacks vitality. Imagine a cloudy sky just before a storm. The heaviness, the lack of sunlight, the way it makes you feel as though the world has dimmed, this is the energy dark gray brings into your home. In feng shui, colors are not just visual, they are vibrations that shape qi, the life force energy that flows through your space. Vibrant colors activate qi and encourage flow. Dark gray, however, absorbs energy and traps it, creating stagnation. Instead of uplifting your spirit, it weighs it down. Instead of inspiring action, it encourages inaction. Over time, this stagnant energy can affect every area of your life. Your motivation weakens, your relationships lose passion, and your financial flow slows or even stops. You may not notice it immediately, but slowly your home begins to feel like it is turned off, as though the energy has gone to sleep. Dark gray also blocks prosperity. Unlike gold, which radiates wealth, or green, which encourages growth, dark gray hides abundance. It creates the illusion of sophistication, while quietly shutting the door to opportunity. Many people who surround themselves with dark gray in their homes unknowingly reinforce feelings of limitation and lack. The walls may look stylish, but energetically they whisper, "Stay stuck, don't grow, don't shine." The more time you spend in that environment, the more those messages seep into your subconscious, shaping your mindset and your reality. Another danger of dark gray is its effect on emotions. Human beings are deeply sensitive to their surroundings, even when they are not consciously aware of it. Just as bright, airy colors lift your mood, heavy, dark colors pull it down. Spending time in a home dominated by dark gray can lead to feelings of sadness, worry, or fatigue. It may also create a sense of isolation, as though the world outside is far away. Relationships in such an environment can suffer because the energy of joy and passion is suppressed. Couples may feel more distant, families may argue more, or individuals may feel lonelier and more restless. What starts as a design choice slowly turns into an emotional burden. Spiritually, dark gray is associated with concealment and suppression. While white reveals an open space, gray hides. It masks energy instead of allowing it to flow freely. In your life, this can translate to missed opportunities, hidden blessings, or even self-sabotage. You may find yourself working hard but never seeing results, or desiring change but feeling unable to act. It is as if dark gray places a veil over your path, keeping you in the shadows instead of the light. Of course, there are places where dark gray can be useful. In offices or study areas, it can encourage focus by removing distraction. In clothing, it can appear professional and understated. But in the home, the place meant to nurture love, growth, and prosperity, dark gray is dangerous. Your home is not just a shelter, it is an energetic partner. If it is filled with vibrant colors, it becomes an ally supporting your dreams. If it is filled with dark gray, it becomes a silent enemy draining your energy without you realizing it. The greatest danger of dark gray is that it feels harmless at first. Many people choose it because it is trendy, neutral, or easy to match with other colors. They may even feel proud of their sophisticated interior design. Yet, over time, the effects begin to show: restlessness, lack of motivation, financial struggles, or constant fatigue. Without realizing it, they have invited a color that works against their well-being. What looks stylish to the eye can be destructive to the soul. The contrast becomes clear when you imagine walking into two different homes. In one, the walls are dark gray, the atmosphere heavy, the room's dim. Immediately, your energy drops, you feel smaller, less hopeful, even a little trapped. In the other home, the walls are bright, filled with green plants, golden accents, and light colors. You feel uplifted, open, inspired, and ready to move forward. The difference is not just visual, it is energetic. One space drains you, the other nourishes you. This is why avoiding dark gray in the home is essential for maintaining positive energy. It may look fashionable, but it silently steals prosperity, peace, and joy. If you already have dark gray walls or furniture, the solution is to balance them with brighter, more vibrant colors. Place green plants in front of gray walls to invite growth. Add golden accents to restore wealth energy. Use red touches to reignite passion and motivation. Introduce white elements to expand the space and invite blessings. The key is to prevent dark gray from dominating your environment. In the end, your home should feel alive. It should inspire you when you wake up and comfort you when you rest. It should be a place where energy flows freely, where love and prosperity are welcome. Dark gray cannot provide that. Instead, it closes doors, silences joy, and turns off the light. By recognizing its draining effect, you can make conscious choices to keep your home filled with vitality. Surround yourself with colors that uplift, and you will see how quickly your life begins to mirror that brightness. How dark gray blocks passion, wealth, and creativity. When you think of passion, you might imagine the vibrant spark of red, the warmth of love, or the energy that drives you toward your dreams. When you think of wealth, you may picture the brilliance of gold, the overflowing abundance of opportunity, or the joy of financial freedom. And when you think of creativity, you likely envision the fresh growth of green, the calm wisdom of blue, or the openness of white. But imagine a color that quietly strips away each of these blessings, muting passion, hiding wealth, and suffocating creativity. That color is dark gray. At first, dark gray might appear stylish or refined. Many choose it because it looks professional, modern, and easy to match with other colors. Yet in the spiritual and energetic sense, it acts as a silent thief. Unlike colors that radiate life, dark gray absorbs energy, pulling it inward and locking it away. Over time, this has a profound effect on your emotions, relationships, and opportunities. It doesn't just sit on your walls, it shapes your life. Dark gray and passion. Passion is fire, the spark that fuels love, drives ambition, and keeps life exciting. Without it, relationships grow cold, work becomes routine, and personal dreams fade into the background. Red fuels passion, reminding you of your worth and encouraging boldness. But dark gray works in the opposite direction. It smothers the fire like ashes, covering glowing embers. In relationships, too much dark gray in the home can lead to emotional distance. Couples may find themselves speaking less, arguing more, or losing the excitement that once bonded them. The energy of romance and warmth fades, replaced by dullness and heaviness. For individuals, it can create feelings of disconnection from the self, forgetting desires, losing motivation, or simply feeling uninspired day after day. Passion is the fuel of life, but dark gray drains it. It whispers to the subconscious, settle, stop reaching, stop feeling. Over time, that whisper becomes belief. Dark gray and wealth. Wealth is more than money. It is opportunity, prosperity, and flow. Gold draws wealth by radiating abundance, reminding you of your worth, and opening the door to new possibilities. Dark gray, however, does the exact opposite. It blocks wealth by hiding it, just as a heavy storm cloud hides the sun. In feng shui, dark gray represents stagnation. Instead of encouraging qi, life force energy to flow, it traps it, keeping abundance from moving freely into your life. This is why people surrounded by dark gray often feel stuck financially, no matter how hard they work. They may find that opportunities pass them by, or that money leaves as quickly as it comes. Dark gray creates an energetic block, telling prosperity, do not enter. Even if wealth does appear dark, gray energy can make it difficult to keep. It fosters a mindset of limitation, scarcity, and worry. Instead of enjoying abundance, individuals may feel anxious about losing it. Wealth cannot flourish in fear. and dark gray feeds that fear. Dark gray and creativity. Creativity is the energy of possibility, the ability to imagine, design, and bring new ideas to life. It is the growth of green, the clarity of blue, the openness of white. Creativity thrives in environments that are light, inspiring, and vibrant. Dark gray suffocates this energy, creating a sense of limitation instead of expansion. Artists, writers, and innovators often find that their creativity slows when they are surrounded by heavy colors. Even if you are not in a creative profession, creativity is essential for problem-solving, decision-making, and personal growth. Without it, you feel trapped in repetitive cycles, unable to see new solutions or create new opportunities. Dark gray blocks creativity because it closes the mind. Instead of inspiring new possibilities, it enforces sameness. Instead of encouraging exploration, it reinforces safety and stagnation. Over time, this leads to boredom, frustration, and the sense that life is not moving forward. The hidden cost. The most dangerous thing about dark gray is that its effects often go unnoticed. At first, it may feel harmless, even attractive. You may enjoy the sleek, elegant look, but slowly the energy begins to seep into your daily life. You feel less motivated, your relationships lose, your financial flow weakens, and your creativity stalls. Because the change is gradual, you may not even realize the color is the cause. You simply assume that life is difficult, when in truth your environment is silently shaping your experience. The cost of dark gray is not just aesthetic, it is emotional, spiritual, and practical. It robs you of the very qualities needed to thrive: passion, to fuel your dreams; wealth, to support your goals; and creativity, to open new doors. Without these, life becomes a cycle of survival rather than expansion. Shifting the energy. If your home already contains dark gray, do not despair. While it can drain energy, it can also be balanced. The key is to add vibrant, life-giving colors to counteract its heaviness. Place green plants in front of dark gray walls to invite growth. Add golden accents in the kitchen to restore prosperity. Bring in red objects to reignite passion and warmth. Introduce blue or white to restore calmness and light. Most importantly, pair these changes with intention. When placing a new color in your home, declare, "This green restores growth. This gold attracts wealth. This red reignites passion. This white invites blessings." By doing so, you transform the energy of your space, dissolving the blockages that dark gray creates, choosing growth over stagnation. Your home should not hold you back. It should push you forward. It should remind you daily of your potential, your worth, and your ability to create a life filled with passion, prosperity, and inspiration. Dark gray cannot offer this. It closes doors instead of opening them. But with awareness, you can shift the energy, choosing growth over stagnation. Remember, passion fuels your love and motivation. Wealth sustains your dreams, and creativity opens the path ahead. Protect them by surrounding yourself with colors that uplift, not suppress. Say no to dark gray's draining influence, and say yes to the vibrant, abundant energy that life is ready to offer you. Transforming negative spaces into bright, abundant ones. It is easy to feel discouraged when you realize that your home may be filled with colors or energies that are draining you. Dark gray, while stylish and popular, can quietly block prosperity, passion, and creativity, leaving your home feeling heavy and uninspiring. But here is the truth: energy is never permanent. Just as a clouded sky can give way to brilliant sunshine, a space filled with negativity can be transformed into one that radiates light and abundance. With awareness, intention, and the right use of color, you can turn any negative space into a sanctuary of prosperity and joy. Recognizing negative energy in your home. The first step in transformation is awareness. Look around your home and ask yourself, how does this space make me feel? Do I feel energized when I enter, or do I feel drained? Do I feel inspired to act, or do I feel stuck? The answers reveal the energy your environment is projecting. If your home feels small, heavy, or lifeless, chances are that negative colors, especially dark gray, are dominating the space. Negative spaces are not always obvious. Sometimes they look elegant on the surface, but carry a vibration that pulls you down. Other times, clutter or lack of light adds to the heaviness. Recognizing these subtle signs is empowering because once you see them, you can change them. Your home should make you feel alive, open, and hopeful, not trapped or tired. Balancing dark gray with vibrant energy. If you already have dark gray in your home, the solution is not always to remove it completely. Instead, you can balance its heaviness with vibrant, uplifting colors. Each of the positive colors we've explored, green, gold, red, blue, and white, has the power to counteract gray's draining influence. Green restores growth and life. Place plants in front of dark gray walls, or add green accents like cushions, rugs, or artwork. Each leaf, each touch of green, reintroduces vitality where gray has blocked it. Gold awakens prosperity. Add a golden decoration in the kitchen or living area to invite financial flow. Even a small golden object can transform stagnant energy into abundance. Red reignites passion. Place red pillows, candles, or artwork in gray-heavy rooms to bring back warmth, love, and motivation. Blue restores peace. In areas where gray feels overwhelming, soft blue accents can calm the atmosphere and bring clarity. White creates space. Use white curtains, candles, or decor to open up rooms, making them feel larger and lighter. By combining these colors with intention, you prevent dark gray from dominating. Instead of suppressing energy, your home begins to radiate balance, abundance, and joy. The power of light. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to transform negative spaces is to invite more light. Dark gray absorbs light, creating heaviness. To counter this, maximize natural sunlight by opening curtains and clearing obstacles from windows. Use mirrors to reflect light into darker areas. Add warm lighting fixtures in places where natural light is limited. Pair these with white or golden accents to amplify the brightness. Spiritually, light represents divine energy, hope, and renewal. A home filled with light feels alive, while a home filled with shadow feels stagnant. Each time you brighten a corner of your home, you are symbolically inviting clarity, abundance, and blessings into your life. Declaring transformation with intention, color, and light are powerful tools, but their full potential is unlocked through intention. As you transform your home, speak affirmations to declare your purpose. For example, I release all stagnant energy from this space. My home radiates prosperity, peace, and love. This room is filled with light, abundance, and blessings. When you add a new color or brighten a space, pause and make a declaration. Your words combined with your actions program the energy of your environment. Over time, your home becomes a living affirmation, supporting your goals and dreams. Using symbols of abundance. In addition to color, you can enhance your transformation by placing symbols of abundance in your home. Crystals like clear quartz jade or citrine amplify positive energy. A bowl of fruit on the dining table represents fullness and prosperity. A small fountain or water feature symbolizes financial flow. When combined with bright, uplifting colors, these symbols act as magnets for abundance. Again, the secret lies in intention. Do not place them randomly. Place them with awareness and affirm, "This crystal amplifies prosperity," or "This water symbolizes financial flow." In this way, every item in your home becomes a partner in abundance, creating a home that uplifts you. Ultimately, the goal is not only to remove negativity, but to create a home that uplifts you every day. Each time you walk in your space should remind you of your worth, your potential, and your blessings. It should be filled with energy that inspires you to grow, love, and create. Imagine walking into a home where plants radiate life. Golden accents shine with prosperity. Red touches spark passion. Blue details calm the mind, and white open space for blessings. Compare this to walking into a home dominated by dark gray, where energy feels muted and heavy. The difference is more than visual, it is spiritual. One nourishes your soul while the other drains it. The choice is always yours. You are not bound by the colors you once chose. At any moment, you can shift the energy of your home, and in doing so, shift the energy of your life. Closing the door to negativity. Dark gray may be trendy, but no trend is worth sacrificing your prosperity, love, or joy. By balancing or replacing it with colors of abundance, you close the door to negativity and open the door to light. Your home becomes a sacred partner radiating the energy of success, harmony, and blessing. So take a fresh look at your home today. Identify the spaces that feel heavy or lifeless. Then with intention, transform them. Add life, add color, add light. Declare your space as abundant. And watch how quickly your environment begins to shift, bringing with it new opportunities, renewed passion, and a deeper sense of peace. Because when you transform your home, you transform your life. My dear friend, your home is more than walls and furniture. It is a reflection of your energy, your dreams, and your future. The colors you choose are silently programming your life every single day. With the right shades, you can invite abundance, love, and peace into your space. And by removing or balancing the wrong ones, you can unlock doors to prosperity that have been closed for far too long. So take this knowledge, look around your home, and begin to make small but powerful changes. Remember, every plant, every golden touch, every splash of red or blue is not just decoration, it is a declaration. Declare abundance, declare love, declare peace. Because when your home vibrates with light, your life cannot help but follow. Until next time, may your home be blessed and your life overflow with prosperity.